All right, Corey's going to be out. Hopefully we'll get him back after the bye, and then everyone else is going to be full today.
With Corey, Robert, is that a sprained MCL? What is he happening that's keeping him out?
We're just going to leave it at a knee, and but we feel very confident that he'll be back after the bye week.
How much of this, Robert, is the Bills defending division champs? They're obviously one of the better teams in the league. You said early in the week, probably the most complete team. How much of this is kind of a measuring stick for your team this week?
Yeah, we always feel like the ultimate measuring stick is ourselves. Every week you play in the NFL, there's so much parity that every game is a measuring stick. And it's not necessarily a measuring stick against your opponent, it's a measuring stick against yourself and what can you do better than you did the day before, if you will. And so you have to have that mindset. You can't make one team bigger than the other, otherwise you're going to create inconsistency in the way you play. And so for us, the challenge is go out there and you're really measuring yourself against you. And if you are better than you were the day before, then you feel like it's just it'll be good enough. And so with regards to measuring stick, it's always about us.
How would you assess where your team is like near the halfway point of the season?
We've done good things. We've done not so good things. We're young. I feel like we've gotten a lot better. We still feel like we got to get a lot better if we want to be in the conversation with regards to some of the great teams in football. There's still a lot of stripes we have to earn. But at the same time, the progress that these young guys are making and the things that we've been able to do in all three phases of football have been exciting. But we still have a long way to go.
What has Mims shown you these last 2 weeks that he's finally got on the field?
His attitude's been awesome. I feel like 3 weeks ago, just kind of something flipped, and from just his daily approach to just coachability, all of it has just really amplified for him, and he's really taken the bull by the horns and really showing a lot of maturity. And not that he wasn't mature before, but really like where he is mentally, like his mindset, and so hopefully he continues to grow.
Is there a chance that even when Corey comes back, that Denzel could still find himself involved in the offense and active and involved?
No, absolutely. That's the sad part of injuries is that you're not playing. The good part is that it gives somebody a chance to step up, and he has a chance. All you can ask for is to have the door open, just a crack, and then it's the individual's job to blow it open. And so he did a nice job last week, and he has another opportunity to do it again this week.
Robert, when I asked you about your defense last week, you said coverage you to death is what you like to do. How hard is that against this quarterback, this receiving core, and what kind of opportunities does that mean for your secondary?
Yeah, they're explosive. They're obviously Gabe and Stephon get a lot of the publicity from the receiver standpoint, but their tight ends, their depth at receiver, the running backs, they just added a speed demon. Their quarterback, their protection's really good. They're a very complete football team. They do a good job calling it. They're very detailed in how they approach things, and so yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but at the same time, challenge that we feel like we're up for.
Yeah, it's kind of strength on strength, right? Because when you look at your secondary as one of the strengths of your team.
Yeah, we feel like at all three levels we're pretty good too. We feel like we got good D-line, linebackers, secondary, and it's going to be obviously it's a tough challenge, but like I said, it's a challenge we're up for.
How has Zach kind of bounced back in practice this week after the rough game?
No, he's been good. Zach has a lot of confidence in himself. We have a lot of confidence in him. The challenge for every player, not just Zach, is to never allow one play to lead to another play, unless it's a positive momentum builder. But you never want things to just deteriorate. And for Zach to be able to continue to grow and mature and understand that one play doesn't define you, and to keep sticking with your principles, your fundamentals, your core values, and keep attacking every play and every moment as an individual moment. He'll get in a rhythm because he did a lot of good things against New England. It's like I've said before, it's about 4 or 5 plays that just derailed the entire game, and but at the same time, I think he recognizes that, which is good. He's owning it, which is good, and he's attacking practice and preparation to find ways to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Zach has taken a lot of criticism this week. Just how do you tell him to just kind of block out the noise and just focus on the task at hand?
He has no choice, right? You have to. You can't listen to outside noise. You can't let people who have zero control over your well-being decide who you are as an individual. You have to focus on what you've got full control over, and that's your daily preparation. And that goes for everybody. In the locker room, we can't look at one individual room and say, well, that's the reason why things aren't happening. What are we doing as individuals to make things better for the team? Am I doing everything? And but for Zach, it's, you know, I think he's got a really good mindset. He understands a lot of these young men grew up in the age of social media, so they're used to reading the comment section. I stay away from all that crap. It's freaking hurtful, some of the stuff people say. But no, I think he's fine.
You're not a TikToker, bro?
Oh, during the pandemic, I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but that thing's gone now. There's nothing else to do.
Now that there's obviously film on Garrett Wilson, have you noticed teams trying to like scheme up specifically, try and stop him more?
Yeah, he gets attention, but that's where other guys got to step up. And but at the same time, you know, you got Conklin, you got CJ, you got Mims had a good day last week. Hopefully we get E more involved. Berrios, our running backs. We feel like we got a lot of really good pieces on our offense, and the challenge for Mike is to mix and match all the different personnel groupings to make sure that one guy, if you want to take away one, we got other guys that can touch the ball.
Your rookies have gotten your rookie class has gotten such good reviews in general. Are you looking forward now to seeing what Jermaine can do and, you know, getting him out there? Consistent action.
He was doing a really nice job. It'd been very quiet for him because of the, you know, we have a deep defensive line. We've got a lot of different guys on the defensive line. So he's, you know, I joked with him that he kind of fell into the perfect situation where there's not a lot of pressure for him to go produce, and he was producing pretty well. And then he got hurt. But I'm excited for him to get back on track. He's got this game. He's got the bye week, recharge, and get going. I think he's going to have a really cool second half of the season. I think he'll play well this week. He's got great length, strength, power. He's got deceptive pass rush ability. And the more reps he gets, I think he's going to be a really good football player.
Do you feel like James Robinson can get more involved this week? I mean, obviously last week was kind of a time crunch.
Yeah, hopefully he gets involved a little bit more, but we'll see how the game plays out.
What stands out about their defense, Robert? We talked a lot about their offense.
I feel like we're similar. They're relentless up front. They rotate 8 deep, and they just keep on rolling guys, and they pursue. They play hard. They've got good pass rushers. Their linebackers have incredible length and speed. Their secondary, I know they're missing their 2 safeties, but the 2 guys stepping in are pretty darn good too. You know, so and they've been together now for 5 years. Has it been? So they're very precise in exactly with what they're being asked to do. They know how they're being attacked. I mean, the precision at which they operate. But they're fast. They're physical. It's a fun group to watch.
How did Cedric play, and how has he? I don't know, how's he developed? I guess here the last couple of weeks.
He's big set tackle. He's doing a good job. You know, you see all the athleticism for why he was a first-round draft choice. Thought he did a couple of good things. There's a couple of things obviously he knows he's got to get cleaned up, but overall I thought it was a good first game, and well, not really his first game, but I feel like he's been getting better every week, and so hopefully he continues in that trajectory.
I asked LaFleur this yesterday, but I'm sure you talked to Matt LaFleur as well. There's a lot of crossover this year with the divisions playing each other. Is the conversation different when, you know, they just played the Bills? Obviously, you know the Bills from the division, but they just played them Sunday. And when you guys chat on Monday or Tuesday, is it a little different talking about, you know, scouting report?
There's stuff, but it's every week is so independent of itself. It's pretty clear what they do. They've got a philosophy. They've got, and you know, from like defensively, we're different than what Green Bay is. It's not going to help us much, but you know, you could have those conversations, but at the same time, even Green Bay's offense is a little bit different than ours with how it operates. But you have talks, but most of it's, no offense to anyone, it's kind of empty at the end of the day. You still got to focus on what you can do and how you can exploit the different things that they do to help your scheme out.
Your shirt
Oh, yeah. We're recognizing Joe Catrona from Woodridge High School. He's our coach of the week. Last week, won their first playoff game in school history. Pretty cool. And it's only his second year as head coach, and they'll host the defending state champs tonight. So good luck, guys.
Second year head coach in the playoffs, impressive.
Fingers crossed.
Happy Friday.